Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of October 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. What an exciting time it is. This month, fully 4 planets are going to go direct. And I feel like a lot of us, if not all of us out there, are going to feel as if we are finally leaving behind stagnation, finally able to move towards a sense of momentum, moving us into a more positive future. Now, this certainly is true for you. Your ancient ruling planet, Jupiter, is going to be one of the planets going direct. That happens right around the 17th of the month. And as Jupiter finally moves forward, it is going to encourage you to feel a deeper sense of connection to Source. When it is that you feel connected to Source, you're that much more able to feel like yourself. And it certainly is going to be the case now. And keep in mind as well, as Jupiter starts to move forward, he is now going to start marching back towards your sign and will enter your sign in the very last days of this year. So make the most of this time when you are being encouraged to stay plugged into Source, to nurture your faith, knowing that faith can make miracles happen. And you may find mid-month that something that feels like a miracle does occur for you. But we have important lunar activity taking place this month as well. It is going to be on the 6th of the month that we have this month's new moon. This new moon takes place in a decidedly consequential part of your sky, a part of the sky that has to do with your understanding of what must change, your understanding of meaningful transformation. It also has to do with your relationship with financial institutions. But here's the thing. This new moon will be hand in hand with Mars. So there's this sense of needing to act or react very quickly, a sense of perhaps even being impulsive in some way. But we've also got Chiron opposite this new moon. And that brings with it a sense of vulnerability as well. Whether it is that you are trying to access funding, or whether it is that you are engaged in a therapeutic process and trying to transform yourself from the inside out, there is heightened vulnerability at this time, and that can bring with it some questions. So it becomes that much more important to be kind and gentle with yourself. There can be some very intense feelings. The key to remember is, if you're using this energy financially, when we have such strong financial energy, it means that the money you need is there. You may need to hustle a little bit to have it show up, but it is there. And the other thing is that this is about knowing that you are cared for by a generous universe. That evidence is going to show up as well, even with the heightened vulnerability and questions. You are loved and provided for. It is going to be on the 20th that we have this month's full moon. Now, this full moon takes place in a financial part of your sky, having to do with money you earn and money that you spend. It also has to do with self-esteem and self-worth. So here's the thing. We have a gorgeous alignment between this full moon and Jupiter. I love this energy. Of course, Jupiter being your ruling planet. There is this sense of faith. And as I said, there's an energy of miracles around you at this time as well. And so, as I said, the money you need is there. Perhaps a money-making opportunity could show up that feels truly like a saving grace, in a way very comforting to you. But what we also have happening under this particular full moon is that Pluto is going to be speaking in a conversation of tension to this full moon now. Now, that connection, that is one that may not necessarily feel easy. I would say friends and money do not mix under the light of this full moon. That's where you do want to be a little bit careful. That's where things can become rather intense very quickly, especially in financial matters. But having said that, this can be a very powerful time to stay connected to faith and to know that The money you need is going to be there because it absolutely is. And some of your best money-making ideas may very well come in the dream space. So make sure you're paying attention there, coming from the unconscious. Now, I would also add self-love and self-esteem is covered here. And where it is that a friend hasn't been supportive of you in a way that fuels healthy self-love, well, that truth is going to be evident at this time, at the light of the full moon. And it's up to you to decide how it is that you want to address that, if at all. Now, where it comes to matters of love, keep in mind that the first week of this month, Venus continues to move through fellow water sign Scorpio. And that makes love that much more easy to tap into, easier to access. But then Venus is going to change signs and move into the very top of your sky. And this makes love much more consequential. It invites you to look at the big picture in the context of love. If it is that you're open to meeting someone new, you could connect with someone who is a boss or someone in a position of authority. And you decide whether it is that you want to navigate forward with any connection that may be there. Also possible with this is that you may connect with someone who's achieved something that you desire to achieve for yourself. You're really looking at whether or not this person fits into the larger vision for your life and whether or not it's a smart choice to navigate forward with. Your answers are going to be uniquely your own. For those of you just starting to date somebody, there is this big picture perspective now. Does this person fit into where it is that you believe your life is going? Do they support the goals that you have for your life or not? If it feels like it works well on that bigger picture level, love can grow stronger. But if it doesn't feel like it's working well on that level, then it may be now that you start to consider other options and other directions. And for those of you in an established bond, Venus moving into this part of the sky does encourage you to be that much more big picture, to create goals together and find an understanding as to what is required to move towards them. Ultimately, the two of you are bonding that much more deeply, that much more closely, and as part of that, considering the shared goals you have. What I love about this month for you, well, there's a lot here. It's a powerful time, but I'm going to say your ancient ruling planet, Jupiter, going direct, that is a very big deal. Jupiter going direct now is going to invite you to connect to source, to affirm your faith, and to know that because of your faith, miracles do happen. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month. With choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week for each and every sign. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to future Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. I look forward to meeting you there. And thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.